Good evening. Good evening. All right, what have we got? Let me just close the stream. Stream health is pretty good. Let me check this. Stream health. Excellent. Amazing, 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 amazing. All right. No drop frames. That's really good. All right. Again, impromptu stream today. So I'm just going to keep on doing this while I can. I won't be able to do it tomorrow evening, mate. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I'll always post it, and then always, obviously, anyone who wants to watch can watch, and if they don't, then that's fine. Oh, Old Cool Dreaming. Hey, you're here. Nice to have you just join me straight away. That's amazing. All right. What I wanted to do was have a look at. What did I want to have a look at? Okay, so I know what I wanted to do, but I might not do it. Yeah, so it's quite interesting for me with Bitcoin because I saw someone post something on X and wanted to have a look at that actually. So I might have a look. It might take some time. I'm doing pretty well. I wanted to look at something and I thought maybe I'll just stream and just do it together. So let me kind of show you. I saved it, I think. Where did I save it? Nothing's planned. It's all impromptu, you know. Where did I save it? I'm sure I saved it on the bookmarks. Where's my bookmarks? Articles, media, notifications. Where the hell? Oh, there they are. Crypto. All right. This guy, Gert Van Lagen. Triple blow off wave incoming. BTC. Elliott wave. So he's actually mapped out. I don't know if this is his work. It looks like it is because it's look. It's Gert Van Lagen.stopstack.com. It's a higher time frame analysis. And I wanted to have a look at this actually. I was quite interested to see if this correlates with what I was thinking. And it's always good to have a look at other people's ideas because I think it's very subjective. Here, look, Lucky Chart Ape says that's almost identical to my count. I have the channels drawn differently. See that? So it's very subjective. Here's Lucky Chart. Lucky Ape, he's got it going down and then up. And he's looking for it to peak at 300k. Who knows when? I mean, he's got it quite late. Let me see what he's saying. He has it going up by the end of this year. No, 2025. See that? 2025. So they're saying the same thing. I like Lucky Ape. I've never heard of this guy. It's probably famous. Look, he's got 100,000 followers. All right. So I wanted to have a look at this. So let's have a look. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my index. I had two Elliott wave ideas actually, so I kind of wanted to have a look at both of them. Now, should I put it on the side screen or should I put it on this screen? Let's see. Going back 2019. Oh, I do need another screen, huh? Let me think. How am I going to do this? Let's just hide it for a second. 2019 is here. So he's starting there. Let me have a look at what did I do here? Another EW. Oh my god. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, how far do you go? Because obviously none of these guys have gone all the way back to the beginning, have they? They're starting their count 2019, and I don't know why. That would bring us to this one here. 2019. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what he's saying. Like 1, 2, 3. That's the end of 4. So that's a 5. This basically he's saying this whole thing is a 5 wave, the last wave, and it actually started in 2019. So I'm just trying to understand what he's done. Let me draw out what he's done and try and understand it. Get rid of these channels, these brush strokes. So you can look at these things and not try and replicate them, and then I think it's good to just try and replicate them and try and understand their logic, and then see if that makes sense, because you can look at this and go, oh wow, this guy knows what he's doing, but until you've actually replicated it, it doesn't really register. So that's all I wanted to do. 2019, where is it? What time frame is he using? Can't tell, huh? What time frame is he using? Is it the weekly? So let's just look at where we are now. About everything, Marty, it's pretty good. How's it going? Not too bad. It looks like he's using the weekly time frame, right? So I just want to make sure we use the same candles. It looks like he's using the weekly. Really compressed. And I think he's got it starting here at the end of 2018. All right. So let me just mark this down. This is where he starts. Basically, he's saying that's a 4. So let me just kind of scribble it there. Let me just scribble it. And then I'm just going to make this rough for now. He's saying 1, 2. I've got some more. I'll just do this. The 3 took us to the rally up to there. Europe. He's saying that was in a regular flat. Maybe. And then we're having our last wave, 5 wave. So we're in the last wave. That's what he's saying, right? That's what this is. This is basically the last 5, the higher time frame 5, wave 5, starting in December 2018 at around $3,000. Okay. And based on his analysis, he's saying that, if I'm looking at his analysis correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 WXY, and we've already had the 1. That's what he's saying. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so we're in the 5 of the 5. This is the last wave, and then we're going to go into some crazy bear market after this, based on his logic. All right. Okay. If that happens, that'll be a blow off top, pushing all the way up. Okay. Now, oh, good to see you too. Thanks. So this is what he's drawn. He's made it really nice and pretty. I've just kind of roughly done it. Now let me just get back up my previous one. I've got all this shit. But let me just bring this another EW. I'll just bring my EWs up. What was the other one? Right, let me just take these two. Still got his, and hide his image for now. Make this a little bit smaller. Okay. This one I got from another person, this one. So see how subjective it is. That being said, look, the last leg is a wave 5, isn't it? Look, see, it's really weird. It's very subjective where it begins, but the last leg is a wave 5. So the last leg, a lot of people are on par with each other, being the last 5. The beginning is kind of very subjective. That wasn't my EW. I think that was some CC pool. This is the one I tried to do from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did it a long time ago. Starting from here, assuming that that's when the pulse begins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was your first wave. Wave 1. Now this is the tricky part, because you've got this kind of wave 1 that goes from January 2010 to 2017, and you've got a very small wave 4, like an ABC, which only lasts 2 years, and then you're impulsing again, right? This is the question. This is what I don't really know. Yeah. Because a lot of people say that, yeah, this is all impulsive. And it does look quite, this all looks impulsive here. So that could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would actually mean, it kind of corresponds actually. Let me get rid of this one. So this is the guy saying that we're at a 4 here. I don't know why he's come up with a 4. I wasn't able to count 4. I wasn't able to do it. I counted the waves and I came up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, completing in 2017, right? Then I did an ABC, and then that begins your 3, your wave 3. So this whole thing is a 1. You've got 2 like that. And now we're in a 3. And if we are in a 3, it does correspond to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 idea, which is his idea, wasn't it? Where is it? I didn't delete it, did I? No, that's his idea. Yeah, this one is his idea. So his idea being this image. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starting here. That does correspond with my analysis, but it wouldn't be, that would be the beginning of a 3. And so we're actually coming into the 5 wave of a 3. It's still on par with his analysis, but it's just a slightly different count on the higher time frame. I don't know how he came up with this being the 4 and this whole thing being 5, because as far as I can tell, it's not. Go all the way back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC, that's your wave 1, that's your wave 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your wave 3. Another ABC correction, and then you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your finishing your higher time frame 1. You've got ABC down to here, which is where the next impulse begins, and it does impulse from here, from about $3,000 at the end of 2018. You start impulsing. That's your wave 1, so that's actually correct. Wave 1, wave 2, which is the COVID low. Then you have an impulsive 3. Okay, so this is what we want to look at. So actually, I like that. So it is correct. It's just that the counts, the higher time frame counts might be slightly different. I think this might be correct. All right, so let me just delete that. Starting there. That's your 1. This is your 2. Your 3 all the way up to there. Now he's saying that this is an irregular correction. It's an irregular flat. So we had an ABC here. He's basically saying there was 2 ABCs. A, B, C. Another ABC here, I think. It's quite impulsive for a correction. ABC, ABC. And then let me just have a look at the image to make sure that's correct. Yeah, ABC, ABC. Has he done it? How has he done it? ABC, ABC, which is your A, your B, and then the C. In the C, he's done it in 5 waves. So actually, it's he's done it in he's done it in using different symbols, but I can just use that, it's fine. Something like that. And actually what you end up with is kind of like a B, C, like that. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to mess about this. It's irrelevant. Okay. That's when the beginning of the next wave began. So that is a wave 5, according to him. That works with my count too. He's saying it's a 4 to the 5. I don't know if I think that. I think it could be, if this whole thing could be a 3 and we're in the last wave of a 3. It doesn't really matter. All right, let me bring the image back. So this is quite subjective. Let's go to the local price action. Oh, so it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm using the weekly time frame now. Maybe I should go to daily, yeah? Right. One, 2, 3, 2. So no, I don't really like it. 1, 2. Step up to there, really. That whole thing is an ABC there. That was not. I don't like the way he's done it here. Right. So I kind of know what he's saying. Let me go back to my Bybit chart. I don't need to do it on this chart because on the I think on my Bybit chart I already have it. Just go. There you go. All right. 1 to there. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got ABC, ABC, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is not right either. Let me go back. Bring it over. Yeah, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Can't really see. ABC 1, 2. That doesn't work, huh? This doesn't work. This count that he's done here is incorrect. If you've got the 1 and the 2 can't come underneath the 0, this is incorrect. What he's done here is not right. Unfortunately, 2, 3. This is incorrect. Why has he got an X there? Does he explain that X? No, he doesn't explain the X. Let me see if he explains it in his tweet. First correction sharp 2. First impulse. No, this is incorrect. Actually, I'm not going to correct him, but this is not right. And the reason why is he's got an ABC here, 1, 2. The 2 can't come underneath the 0. Just can't. It's just not the rules. So he's basically saying that it's like that. And then he's saying that you have an impulse. You can't come underneath here. It depends on chart. It doesn't, huh? Alt Dreaming is saying it doesn't. Depends on chart. It's just not the rules. When you have an impulsive 0 to 1, the price cannot come underneath the 0. That's just the way Elliott wave is. Let's have a look at this guy. Oh, it doesn't. This is too long. Let me see if I can find an easier explanation. Oh, Bybit index doesn't go lower. Bybit perpetual chart does. Yes, not arguing the rules. All right. So if you're looking at the index, oh, you're right, huh? You are right. Interesting, huh? That may be it, huh? It may be that Bybit is not correct and the index is correct. And the index, you're right, absolutely right. It doesn't go under. Well spotted. That's your first impulse. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're still in there. But then you end there with a 5. That's your first wave. No, that doesn't make sense either. So actually, let me just go back to Bybit and I'll just adjust it. Three, four, five, ABC, 1. Okay. One, 2. Where does he have that to end to end? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the first peak. Let's get the 3. He's saying the 3 goes to here. 4 is there. That's what he's saying here. All called dreaming. Well, there's a lot of agreements here. All right. Let me get his channels in as well and see what his structure looks like. He's got it at the low there to the bottom of the 2000. Oh, that's the 2008 and the end of 2018 and the end of 2022. Just like that. Oh, I can't do it here. I don't have enough data. Oops. Maybe I can. Yeah, I can. It's about right. I mean, he hasn't got it on the wicks. He's got it on the candle bodies top to bottom. He's kind of ignoring the wicks. Again, it's quite subjective, but I'm going to go to the bodies and just do it to there. Oh, shit. Like that. That works, sir. I know, because you have the midpoint. Look at that midpoint. It touches it there almost. It's a nice channel, actually. He's got a nice channel. And he's saying cup and handle. I thought there was a cup and handle way back last year. In one of my streams, I was talking about a cup and handle, but we hadn't even come into that and to 73k yet. It looked like it was trying to do a monthly time frame cup and handle. All right, I can hide that image now. So this is his Elliott waves, and it interests me because Lucky Ape is agreeing. So 1, 2, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Now he's saying we've already impulsed, right? That's your first impulse. There. That's what he's saying. And he's also saying that this is going to go up to there. So that would work. The Elliott rules would work because 3 can't be the smallest and 3 wouldn't be the smallest. you'd have to break 100,000 to get up to that higher target. Yeah, look, he's saying we've already done a 1. Where does that 1 begin? One. It's hard to see. Go to the weekly time frame. He's got it here on this one. There. 1, 1. Can't really tell. Right. If that's your 1, 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I don't see 5 waves. Impulse, correction, impulse. I don't see 5 waves here, so I don't know. These all look corrective to me. They don't look impulsive enough. So maybe Lucky is actually right. Maybe that's not where it began. Because when you look at the tweet, see, look, it's almost identical to my count. I have the channels drawn differently. And Lucky is saying that we're going down to 42k or 44k or whatever. So we still have 1 more descent to finish the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's when you start impulsing. And he still has a target of, he says 266, which is the 1.618. Do I see the message above this? Yeah. Everything about Marty, with Marty, altcoin dreaming agreed. I see that. Well, this guy's saying, was trying to send a screenshot of my account. Oh, yeah. What I can do is I can make you a moderator. And now you can post the link. Just make sure it's a link to your trading view. Try and post the link now. There you go. There you go. All right, let me pull it over here. You've got a couple of links, huh? All right. Oh, nice. You've gone all the way back as well. That's what I did. I like that. I like that you did that. I don't see too many people do that. So I like that you did that. Yeah. Because I don't see many people go all the way back to the beginning. I don't see why you wouldn't. So for me, a lot of the counts don't make any sense because a lot of people don't go all the way back to the beginning. Let me just compare it. to get rid of these. One, two, three, four, five to that peak. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's we have the same one there. ABC, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to that peak. ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to that peak. That's correct. We have the same thing up to that peak. ABC, ABC, ABC. Yeah, that looks right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, all the way to 2017 peak. That completes your wave one. Nice. Another ABC down to there. This is where your wave three begins. We have the same thing, huh? Starts with a 1, 2. That was the COVID low. All the way up to the last bull market high, which was the 3. Then this whole thing is corrective. Okay, you got it slightly different here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got that 5 finishing there and just a straight ABC. Doesn't really matter, does it? Doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, 5, does it? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you got the same as me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy's got it slightly differently because he says this whole thing is. It makes no. I mean, I don't think it makes any difference if the 3 ends there or the 3 ends there. To be honest with you, they're pretty much in the same location. It doesn't really make any difference. He says it ends there, and this whole thing is an irregular flat. I don't think it makes any difference. I think this makes more sense, to be honest with you. 3, 4, 5. But I don't think it makes any difference. And so we have the same count, which means so we're in a macro 3. We're in a higher time frame 3, and this is the wave 5 of 3. That's what we both have the same thing, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I don't know if we've started impulsing yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. And I'll explain why. But it does help, huh? Because now, let me just get rid of his stuff here. Let's just stick with our ones, because I think our ones are better. There, so the 5 there. That's the 3, the 4's down to there. Perfect. So what I like to do is I like to do trend-based extensions. And how would we do it? 0 to the 1 to the 2. Right, let's do it like this. The 1 to 2 gave us, look at that high on the index. So 1 to 2. There. And the 1 to 1.618 gave us a nice SR flip here. Just from the 0 to the 1 to the 2 here. You have some nice extensions, and then the 1 to 1, you know, the price came underneath it. It kind of faked out and it came back above. The fibs are really nice on the 0 to 1 to 2. All right, let's do something else. 0 to 1. Let's do a 0 to 3 to 4. No. Nothing. 2 to 3 to 4. The 2 to 3 to 4. And the 1-to-1 on that would be $276,000. That would be a 1-to-1. Don't really like it. I like it when the lines line up. So let's do something slightly different then. It's just, where does it begin here? Probably here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it from there. Let me do this. No, that doesn't help at all. 0 to the 1 to the 2. She's still on the last leg. 62. This is interesting. That was the peak and the 3. It was a 618. And it came up, found resistance again, fake. Look where we are. The 1-to-1 on that would give us 392. It's still quite higher. That's from the 4 to the 5 to this one. Yeah, I'm not fond of any of these, to be honest with you. So I don't really know. Maybe it's just not possible to do it like that. Kind of like that. I kind of like this. From the 0 to the 1 to the 2. That the 1 to 2 gives us these figures. But again, the 1 to 2.618 is at 182. That I'm not getting 260. I don't know how he came up. I don't know how Lucky Ape came up with 1.618 at 266. His 0 is here. Oh, I know what he's done. He's imagined a 0, hasn't he? He's made that 0 up. He's actually imagining that it's going to come to there, and he's created a one. He's projecting. I think that's what's happened. I'll try this 2 to 3 to 4. I mean, there's definitely going to be resistance here, but somewhere between 280 and 320. because you've got some higher time frame fib extensions that kind of they're quite messy, but they correspond all the way up at the 300k mark. Yeah, so, and it's quite a big increase in value as well. So if the price does miraculously go up to 300k, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people, if there's a big drawdown either. But it's not great confluence to pick an exact number, so I don't really know. It's just all speculation. You have a very basic Elliott wave knowledge. I only know basic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I think what you did was right, because I did the same thing, right? And it's just basically counting waves, isn't it? That's all it really is. And I think it makes sense to start from the beginning. Anyway, I'm not going to waste more time on this. I am interested in the guy's theory. I think it's difficult to know if we've started impulsing. That guy's saying we already have a wave 1 under our belt, and Lucky Ape is saying we haven't, right? The jury is out. Is there an impulse here? I'm not seeing it, because I think if we were impulsing, we should just impulse, you know? But it's just it still feels quite corrective to me. And that's why I've got my, I'm looking at it a bit more like that. But then, I mean, this is quite impulsive from this moment here, isn't it? And it's on a 618. You could argue there's 5 waves there. You could argue there's 5 waves there. It's like this, isn't it? Hold on. I don't know. This looks more impulsive now. It's kind of like this. I don't know. It's not easy to see. It's kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, isn't it? That's what it looks like to me. Which means that this is going to be some kind of ABC correction like that. If that's where the impulse began. And what I've noticed on Bitcoin now is that I'll show you. We've come into we're finding resistance on the point of control. You see that? So if I get my my volume levels, no changes in the volume, but look on the 12-hour time frame, look, we're finding resistance on the point of control. It's holding us the price as resistance. When I did my stream on Sunday, we were actually above it, so it looked like it could be trying to get above it, but actually what's happened is we're finding resistance on the point of control. We came above it, we came back down to the value area low, found support, came up to the point of control. Now we're finding resistance. So I think it looks like we want to go down for another test. of the value area low, take out the liquidity, and then see if we can hold for another test. And if you lose it, people get bearish, don't they? Because you've lost the value area low. That would be bearish. That would be a sign of weakness. And you'd only know if you've lost it if you back test it for resistance. So you're looking to lose it. Let me take the liquidity from here, then see if you find resistance. And then Lucky Ape is right. We are going down. But we'd have to lose it to come into the golden pocket. And if we did, see, I don't know, because that first guy was saying this was the impulse here. It began here. To me, it's trickier. I don't know. I think this looks quite impulsive here. That looks like that could be quite impulsive too. 1, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this whole thing would be a corrective ABC like that. And corrective ABC like that. And then something, yeah, golden pocket below the val. But that would be a bear trap, because now you'd get people shorting because they get bearish because you lose the value area low. That's a sign of weakness. So then people would short the value area low if the price comes back up, and then the bulls have to trap the bears, and then you have to get the impulse. Otherwise, if you don't see that, you are going to go lower. If you find resistance on the value area low, you can't get back up, then you're actually going to go right back down. So we have to see what happens there. I mean, it's possible that this was the impulsor. If this was the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and this whole thing is an ABC correction like that. I'm not discounting that. And it's certainly not what Lucky Ape is saying. Lucky Ape still thinks we're correcting. And I have no idea. I don't know. I think whatever happens, you have to start your impulse from a pivot low. So we're not going to be impulsing if we're already pumping. We have to go down before we can impulse. Yeah. So naturally, it makes sense to go down first and find support, take out liquidity, and then impulse. And in terms of time, well, I don't really know. I think we're on time now. But who knows? Like it could give or take a week or two. Lucky Ape did a corrective count. I didn't like it at all. I'll show you. I think he's really good, but I don't always agree with him. Here it is. This is how I'm counting his corrective idea for wave 4 locally. I don't like his corrective count at all. For me, this doesn't make any sense. I don't know how he gets these ABCs. Anyway, whatever. So he still thinks we got another down and all the way up without taking that pivot high and then heading all the way down. And it'll be quite interesting to see, because everyone is still expecting Israel to attack Iran. And that's going to shake things up a bit, isn't it? Because if that happens, for sure crypto is going to go down, for sure. And if people are expecting that, then maybe that is the opportunity to buy, or if people aren't positioned in, or if people are just dollar cost averaging in anyway. It doesn't really matter, does it? But I think it's quite interesting that you've got two people who obviously are quite well respected in crypto are targeting 260,000 to 300,000. Yeah. I think that's quite interesting, isn't it? You assume it would be bullish for Bitcoin, but it's not, is it? the minute there's going to be some kind of rumor of another war or attacks, that everything drops. You assume it would be bullish for crypto, but it just never is. People panic sell and there's not enough liquidity, and that's what we actually want to see. We want to see liquidity push the price up when you have a major world event like that, because then you have all that selling and the price actually doesn't go down, it starts going up. That's ultra bullish. You're right. So that's really what we're looking for. You kind of want that to happen. It could be bullish, yeah. Could be bullish. So anyway, we're looking for something like that. We're getting resistance on the point of control. So I just wanted to kind of highlight that now, just so people are aware that we are into resistance and the point of control is acting as resistance, yeah? And there's no rush. I'm not selling, like I've got spot positions. I don't really care because I'm higher time frame. I'm not trading this. Because I'm in the UK, actually, I can't even buy it anymore. So it's really, I'm really fucked. I'm just going to have to hold it out now. I'm really well positioned, and I'm just going to have to be patient. I'm not telling people what to do, and none of this is financial advice, obviously, but I think it's bear in mind that we are finding resistance on the point of control, and you've got a couple of people saying that we might go down. So something to bear in mind. And that would be logically, that would be quite a good place to find support, because it's the golden pocket of this move. Take the liquidity from these lows and you have a daily level there. So I haven't marked off my levels. I haven't updated any of my levels. These are all old levels, but you can see here underneath this liquidity, you've got a daily level here, which corresponds with the golden pocket here. Perfectly on that golden pocket there. And if you get a swing failure of those lows into support, that would be a really good place to long, wouldn't it? Oh, the second link. Let me have a look at that. So you've got an A, B. Oh yeah, so you've done the same as that guy, and that was your 1, 2. So you think we're still in the we're actually not correcting. We are correcting, but we've already done the 1 of the 3, which is that. It's 0 to the 1 to the 2. So you're basically suggesting that it's like this. That's the 1 now. And actually, this is a 1 here. So we're in the impulse, and this is just a corrective to get us up to there. Whatever. Whatever. Something like that. One, two. So we've done the 1 of 3. This is the 2 of 3, ABC. If you're going to have a 2 of 3 ABC, if you really think this is an ABC, yeah, so you're looking for, what you're looking for actually is there's this ABCD pattern off that high. to the 1-to-1 here, which would be slightly higher than the golden pocket. That would be a front runner. If you don't get into golden pocket and you get a front run underneath the value area low, if it wicks down, front runs the value area low and holds the value area, that would be really bullish, and you still hit your target for a corrective pattern. That's actually really bullish. If we go down, tap that area, but close back into the value area low, I think that would be really bullish. And so in terms of time, it's just a 1-to-1 or something like that. Like the weekend, like that. Depending on which pivot you use, maybe you use that pivot. It's by Sunday, and then the 1-to-1 is there, so by 1 p.m. on Sunday. And imagine if you do get a front run, a higher low here, and you completely miss the daily level and the golden pocket, you just kind of find support on the 1-to-1. That would confirm your idea that that's a 0 to the 1 to the 2. We've already impulsed for the wave 1 of the 3, and then you've got an ABC, and that's what you're looking for, which is a 2 for the next wave, which should be a big wave. I think it's going quite quickly though. I'm not 100%, because based on these waves are going too fast. You kind of want them to go a little bit more prolonged. And if you think that we've done one wave already and we're still in the range, that kind of baffles me, doesn't it? The fact that we've done one wave already and we're still in the range, we're still range bound. I kind of wanted to see wave 1 take us out of this range if you're looking for higher numbers, and if people are honestly genuinely looking for $300,000 target, then maybe this whole thing is just the wave 1, actually, the last. So this isn't a higher time frame 3 of the 5, it's all still a 1. The whole thing's still a 1. So the whole 1 just gets us out of this range, and it's hard to tell. Oh really, 200k? I mean, exactly, I don't know, I can't tell. I don't even have any Bitcoin anyway, so I'm not really too bothered about Bitcoin. I'm only really concerned about the odds, but obviously everything has everything to do with Bitcoin. And look, you have this mid channel, that guy's mid channel that he drew, which kind of, when you get to about 100k, you're going to start hitting some resistance. But we're going to have to keep an eye on this. It's quite interesting, huh? It's quite fun. Right, what did I want to do other than Bitcoin? So I had a look at Cake yesterday. I had a look at Slurf, okay? And on Cake, I was saying that we put in a higher high. We haven't put in we're trying to put in a higher low. And we haven't changed market structure yet to bullish, but I'm quite interested in that. Slurf hasn't actually changed the market structure at all. We haven't even put in a higher high. So you see Slurf is still looking a little bit weak, because we haven't actually taken out the high. That's the high to take, and it never managed to do it on this pumpy pump. It never managed to take out the high. So Slurf is still in this kind of falling wedge type formation here. And what I was saying yesterday is you've got some big resistance zones somewhere about 28 cents, and then higher up, I marked it out yesterday, probably the one that everyone's kind of like will take major profit if we do get kind of an impulsive move. We'll be all the way up there. We have to see what happens. So I wanted to have a look at ENA. So I don't know if anyone has heard of ENA. Athena. Excuse me. Anyway, here's the website, Athena.fi, and they've got quite a big backing. They've got quite a lot of investors. I don't really know much about it, to be honest with you. I just know they've got big backers, and that's why it's bullish. Look, they're giving a 10.6% APY, and they've got look at this, $2.46 billion value locked. That's a lot, huh? And look, 277,000.96 thousand users. That's crazy. Yeah? That's crazy stats on the Athena ecosystem. It's pretty crazy stats, huh, Athena? So I'm quite interested in that. That's quite good stats. And here, look, when it was launched on Bybit. Let's actually have a look at the let's have a look at the whole chart. Oh shit, what did I do? ETH. Not ETH. I'm doing ENA. Get going. That's all the data. Look at it. After it was launched back in April, look at it. So there's no, it hasn't run. It's a new token, hasn't run. It's got a market cap of 700. So it's got a massive market cap, 768 $1 million. And look at the trading volume, $170 million, 24-hour trading volume. And look at the total value lock, 2.4. But I don't know how they come up with these figures, to be honest with you. But I think it's a cartel coin. I think a lot of these exchanges it's their coin basically, isn't it? So I'm quite interested in that. I'm interested because for me these are quite good stats. So anyway, I've got some of this. Let's have a look together. Let me just delete. I'll keep these volume levels from before. And that Vanker VWAP we can get rid of. What's all this? We can get rid of all these. Let's just do a new volume profile. That loads. Why isn't it loading? Yeah, altcoin dreaming. Yeah, ENA looks pretty good as far as the normie big caps go. I don't know why this is why am I not loading? Where's my volume? I'm not lagging, am I? No. It's weird. There you go. There's a little bit of lag. I think the lag's on Trading View actually. Trading View's lagging. That sucks. How can I stream if Trading View lags? Right, I'll wait for that to load. But look, what you can see on the daily chart is we've put in a higher high. This is quite interesting. You see that? That's the lower high. This is the lower low. That's the higher high. Now Athena is trying to put in a higher low. So we're trying to change market structure here. Very different to Slurf. Slurf hasn't been able to take out the higher high. See, Athena has taken out the higher high. TRVL is the only one that I'm been tracking that actually is in bullish market structure right now. So we'll go back to TRVL. I don't know why my volume isn't loading though. This is really frustrating. Let me just refresh this actually. Maybe if I refresh this, I can get some. Oh, that's why. I was trying to pull too much data. Right. change that to 1,500. Right. So this is our volume. Value area high is there. And the point of control is right at the lows there. See that? So I think that's quite bullish. The volume's at the lows. We're just taking out the previous high. So we put in a higher high. Now we have to put in a higher low. And this is our volume levels. Assuming that this is the pivot high and pivot low, I'm gonna check this. Potentially there's a run. It's run there, hasn't it? Potentially, look, wave 1, ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another ABC. And then maybe we get another wave. Bullish market structure. And then maybe we can run. If that's your wave 1, and then we can track this and see how this goes. That's kind of what I'm imagining now. And obviously the more bullish it is, the higher it stays, the higher it stays, the more bullish it is. So I'm quite interested in this. Let me get my other volume levels. So change it. If your volume levels are taking time, just change the row size. 170 will give you quite a good row size, and it'll be quite fast. The fibs are the volume levels. Let me just, I'm going to do this on all my charts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the higher time frame liquidity levels as well, because then I'll have a point of reference. I'm updating all my charts live, just for myself really, and then if people are interested, they can participate. I use 500. Yeah, 500 is good. I change it depending on the token. So there's the monthly levels. Weekly. We've got a weekly here at the point of control. That will be the best place to buy if it comes down to the point of control. That weekly level here on the point of control there. There's a monthly level there too, see? So that will probably offer support. We've got a weekly level there. A new weekly level is resistance. Let me just get all these resistance levels in. Support level dailies. I'll go fast through these. Don't know if I should do dailies, to be honest with you, because I'm not really trading it. But sometimes you can see really strong resistance and support where you have confluence of levels. It's basically it. So there's still quite a lot of resistance on the way up. We should get quite a good impulse. There's a few gaps here. And probably the biggest resistance is going to be the golden pocket into the value area. There's like a big region of resistance up there. That would already be like a 3x. I think that'd be quite bullish though, because you're getting back into this launch price range. So probably the key level here is going to be the here where it launched. Let me name that. don't really see any crazy confluence. It's like lots of confluence, but at different places. And then what else am I looking for? Well, this outer trend line. ENA has reclaimed and is holding the 50 SMA on daily and is doing a 50 and 200 golden cross retest. And oh my god, yes. Why not? Oh, look at that. Golden cross retest. $200. Oh, in the 4 hour. I think it's quite bullish, huh? Right now. I think it's quite bullish. $200. All right. I'll just hide all of these. Get rid of that. What's that one? Launch price. Volume. Got the fib. Volume. Right. Get rid of that fib. I kind of don't like it. I think I prefer it here. Yeah, I've got a position on this, so that's why I'm doing this, just to kind of keep my charts up to date. Feeds down. Go back to the daily. No, there's nothing outstanding. Again, fan. Let me try a speed fan. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. This is a normal chart. The other one was log, but you can see actually there's a trend line break here, isn't there? See that break? That's on the normal chart, not on the log chart. So let's have a look at the speed resistance fan. Anchored VWAP from 8 of the all-time high is that 50 SMA retest area as well. Nice zone. All-time low. Not all-time high, all-time low. Yes. It is, that's a good place to buy, as long as Bitcoin doesn't go down. Let's see what the anchored VWAP is on launch. It's actually quite lower. It's not too high up. So you've definitely put in a lot of volume into this token. It's not very far away. You flip that anchored VWAP from launch, then I think you're probably rocketing on this token. That would be a reclaim of the launch price into support. That's what I think, because that corresponds with, by the time the price gets there, that's the launch price, isn't it? Look. And we've had a trend line break on the normal chart. On the log chart, it's that line, this one. So that was a little fake out deviation, but this is the actual trend line. See that? Fake out, but then came back to test, 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 break, and that's your invalidation. The price gets back underneath. That's out. You're out. Effectively, you're not expecting that kind of price action now. We're expecting this to hold. We've put in a higher high. This is the higher low. Take out this pivot high, and you're in bullish market structure on the daily time frame. I think it's really good. It looks quite good to me. I'm almost tempted to sell some weaker tokens and put them into some stronger tokens, like this one. It's just that the weaker tokens have smaller market caps, and so they can pump even more when they finally reverse. It's a tricky one. But anyway, this is quite good. I like this. So if you correspond that with the volume levels, yeah, that doesn't really give us any info. Yeah, there's nothing really. Can't really get anything from that. I think the biggest resistance is going to be right at the top there, where you got the corresponding weekly, daily. But to get up there, you have to go through so much liquidity. It'd be really bullish if we ended up there. Fibs, right? So I do like that trend line, actually. Let's see if we can draw a channel. Actually, let me get the launch price in. So I think that's going to be a really important level. This launch price is the launch price 5913. Let me just check that. How do I check? Let me have a look on. Oh, this is Bybit. Let me have a look on Binance. Okay, so on Binance is actually very different. This is the Binance US dollar. So this is the index, isn't it? Look, it's very different on Binance. Let me try. Let me see what is on the charts. Yes. Actually, let me have a look and see what the highest volume is on Athena. Spot perpetuals, spot Binance, perpetuals, Binance. Look, 156 million in Binance futures in the last 24 hours. That's a lot, huh? Fucking hell. So that's the chart you should be using, Binance futures. Let me find it. Here it is. So actually you can see, look, on Binance perpetuals, you had a launch. So let's just do it on this and check the volume on this. Oh fuck, look at the volume coming in there. This launched at 6190. This is the SR flip here, look, 5930. It breaks down and then back tests 395930. This is Bybit Binance. Let's get rid of that one. Bybit Binance. Bybit's slightly different. It's kind of right in the right area. That's the SR flip too. See, 3913, 3930. So it's thereabouts. Sorry, 5959. 59 is the flip, and that's going to be really powerful if you can flip that back into support. That's going to be a big deal. Just above the 50 fib. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, so do you see that? It's actually just underneath the anchored VWAP from the all-time low. And look, the volume is much higher up. And Bybit's slightly different. Anyway, we're in a good area. We put in a higher high, and all that has to happen now is a higher low and then take out the higher high for another higher high. So that's ENA. I'll come back to that in the future. Let's have a look at ZRO. For me, this is really bullish because it's a new token, huh? ZRO. Layer 0. $459 million market cap. Again, trading volume 149 million. So it's got a lot of a large trading volume. New token. See that? All the data. Look, it launched in this market. It hasn't run yet. It's just been consolidating. It's kind of gone sideways. New markets. Again, it's another one of those cartel tokens, isn't it? That Binance futures. Look at that. 73 million Binance futures. BitGet has the most on spot, but the key is Binance futures. It's one of those cartel tokens. See, it's on Bybit as well. 21 million. BitGet futures, OKX futures. A lot of leveraging here. And if you see the token, it's just gone sideways. So the minute Bitcoin goes into price discovery, guess what this is going to do? It's going to pump like crazy. Yeah, probably. Probably, you know, probably pump like crazy. So that's why I'm interested in this. Let me just update my charts. This is on Bybit again. Actually, I should probably do this on Binance, shouldn't I? Considering that Binance has most of the volume. So let me actually just change it. Where is it? Slightly different. Doesn't really matter. Oh, it came on the perpetuals slightly later. June, 20th of June. No, it's the same, isn't it? It's the same. Exactly, yeah. ZRO. So something to think about. All right. Actually, I deleted the wrong one, didn't I? That's the one. Where did I put it? Finance, yeah, that's fine. So probably dump before any pump, probably. Let's have a look. I know I've got an SR flip there. Right. So we're in the range, we're range bound, we're above the point of control. We're making higher lows here, as you can see. Value area high, point of control. Get rid of that. Get rid of all these. There isn't really much to do here, is there? Impulse, impulse, impulse. I think you've got 5 waves there, haven't you? Just there. I don't know. Not really. I don't know. The rules aren't exact here, aren't they? This is quite impulsive, 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 impulsive. You've got like 3 impulses here. Impulse, impulse, impulse. Down. Impulse. Correction, impulse. Correction. So maybe I mean it's food for thought, right? You'd have to lose the point of control and then test the value area low and then take the lows here but hold the higher low. If that's your wave 1, this is your corrective wave. That would be the best entry down here, taking out these lows. Food for thought. We're into monthly level now, so it looks very sideways, doesn't it? Look, month up and sideways consolidation. If we do go down, just test the lows again, but it's still quite bullish, huh? Just going sideways. I think this is quite nice. Making higher lows. Look, these monthly candles, they're making higher lows. So you kind of just want another higher low and then take the highs, and then we need to go into price discovery. And then nice big God candle. All right, so I'm not going to do much on that. That's I'm keeping an eye on this. You would always avoid a chart this new and that high market cap. Just from experience, almost all of them dump first. Yeah. I don't have a big position. It's just a small position. But you're probably right. I could put it into ENA. Huh? ENA is probably better than this, isn't it? I just like that it could go into price discovery, whereas ENA has a lot of work. That's the difference. Like for me, you know, ENA can go up, but then you're hitting trap liquidity and you're going to hit resistance. Whereas ZRO, it didn't take the high, and so you put in an all-time high. So you put in a high, so you're in a kind of equilibrium pattern now, aren't you? So actually, let's see. Don't know. If you want it to dump, then you're looking at a bullish harmonic, but you want it to come and take these lows. So then you're looking at something like this. What am I doing? Not that. Where is it? There. Why does it look like that? What the hell? I need to sort this out. Spell. I don't like these pivots. Let me try this one. Yeah, I really don't like these ratios at all.